Yes. I'll confirm that just to make sure. Can someone also confirm for me that the Stanford locker room is also now open?
If they're on the way, the locker room will be open.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. Yep, you're until 3. Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, some necklaces. Congratulations. Thank you. It's tickling me in the ear.
Thank you for joining us for the press conference for the Stanford women's basketball team. We're joined at the podium by head coach Tara Vanderveer and student athletes Erica McCall, Carly Samuelson, Brittany McPhee, and Elena Smith. And we will begin with an opening statement from the head coach.
I am so excited that this team battled in the second half and came back. We're so excited to go to Dallas. First, I want to just congratulate Notre Dame. They're an excellent team, and obviously it was a really tough game, a really well-fought game. But I thought our second half, in halftime, we tried to make some little adjustments, give some people ideas, but really the leadership of our seniors, bird talking, stay with it. I kind of use the analogy a little bit. We're in Kentucky and this is horse racing country. What Kentucky Derby winner starts out and goes, pole to pole? It took us a while to get going, but then when we got going, we were charging down that stretch and came across that finish line. Great plays by Carly, knocking down shots. Huge second half, defensively and offensively by Britt. Bird rebounding, staying in there and battling. I thought we made some really tough shots, and when we needed our defense to step up, it stepped up really well. But these 4 women, plus I thought Marta did a really nice job, stayed with things. They're an excellent team, and we had to play really well, and we did. So we're going to Dallas.
And we'll open it up with questions for the student athletes. Down front.
Carly, there was a moment in the third quarter where you seemed to be almost begging Marta to push the ball up the court, to push. There were still 16, 17 minutes left at that point, but how much did it feel like kind of a race against time at that point?
I think just pushing on them and being aggressive was what we wanted to do, and pushing back on their heels. I mean, they were up for coming into the second half, so I was just trying to get the pace going, and she did a really good job.
KZSU Radio. Britt, the change in defense on you with Agumalabe. I know you weren't against her pretty much the entire game, but what did you do differently in the second half to shut her down?
I think I'm not used to guarding someone who can take it in transition like that. In the beginning, she got a lot of easy buckets coming down because I was late because I was worried about other shooters. And so really finding her and locating her and sticking with her the whole time, I think, was a big key.
Down front, please.
Hi, Tom Fitzgerald, San Francisco Chronicle. Bert, can you describe what was going on in the last 2.3 seconds and how you got the block on Enrique?
Yeah, a lot of prayers. I was talking to God the whole time. Like, please don't matter, make this shot. But she came out, and I was like, oh my goodness, she's about to get the shot up. She took a dribble, and I was like, I'm going for it, whether I get a foul or not. So, I got a nice clean block off of it, and we got the win, so super excited.
Did you anticipate her getting the ball in that situation? I mean, it looked like she's their big gun, obviously, so.
Oh yeah, we knew she was gonna get it, so we prepared for it. Britt covered out, and so then just had to help her out on the shot, and so we got the block shot, and got the win.
What did Tara say during that timeout? I mean, there were 2 timeouts. One was a 30-second, but can you remember specifically what the instructions were?
Each of us had a specific assignment on each person, like no threes, no fouls, don't let the ball go in easily. Me was just make sure my player doesn't get the ball, and then just really just chase out and just really just show no fouls.
Yeah, back, and then we'll come back to you. We just can do one follow-up at a time. So if you can pass it right behind you, and then we'll come back to you. Thank you.
Gary Graves, AP. Brittany, I guess considering how the team shot in the second quarter, did it kind of surprise you, or maybe do you think that was why Notre Dame kind of let off on you and maybe some of the other shooters there in the third quarter when you all got it going?
Yeah, it was a little bit different. We thought they were just going to come out in the triangle and 2 again. But the biggest thing about the second quarter was Carly wasn't out there because she really draws a lot of attention. So when she was back out there, I had a little bit more space to attack and do some other things.
Expected what we saw from the 3 ladies next to you and thought you were a very key ingredient, Alana, at the end. Can you talk about your game in the second half?
Yeah, I was just trying to play my part, play my role on the court, and whether that's playing good defense and helping off, or staying on a shooter, or posting up big and taking an open shot, then that's what I'll do. I'll play my role. And I think that pass from Marta was very smart. I had a huge height advantage inside, and I was able to get it, and I think that was a really good play for us.
Down front. Down front.
For Carly and Erica, how does it feel to be going back to the Final Four, first time since 2014? What are your thoughts, emotions? What are you going to tell your teammates about it?
I mean, going with Chennai our freshman year was pretty amazing, and I've thought about that since we went there. I've thought about that since my sophomore year, my junior year. We wanted to get it this year for sure. I mean, after the game, I started crying. It's just like emotion. It's just an amazing feeling to be back, and we're ready to play.
Yeah, I've been striving to get back to the Final Four ever since freshman year, and one thing I really wanted to just make like the seniors that we went with proud, like Janae, Janae and Michaela, and just show them that, the people that you played with, like you trained us and brought us up, and hopefully we're making them proud. So just really exciting moment, and I'm really excited that we get to share this moment with my teammates because it's such an amazing experience.
Carly, your dad has put in a whole lot of frequent flyer miles,
Yeah.
and I guess he was saying earlier, I don't even think he's really seen the inside of a hotel room. I obviously, with that finish, that rewarded him coming back. But what were you kind of thinking there at halftime when you all were down? And I guess how does it really feel, to kind of give him that kind of reward for him coming in here and sticking with this?
I went to hug him after a little bit of the celebration, and he said I made him cry too. But I'm just so thankful that he's coming out here. My mom's supporting me at home with the dogs and Bonnie. But yeah, he hasn't slept. He went from my game to Lou's game to our game. He's going back to Lou's game. So I'm just really thankful to have so much support from my family.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Are you folks all done with finals now?
Yes.
When was the last final?
Thursday night.
Thursday night? Okay, so now you're home.
Yeah. Spring break. Going to Dallas.
Yes, need some heat.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Great
If
job,
not,
great
then they
job,
can be
you
dismissed.
ladies.
Thank you. And we'll open it up with questions for the head coach.
Coach, this is Brian Rickard from the Frankfurt newspaper. Elaborate on what turned the game around in the third quarter?
I just think that in the locker room, we've been down before. Our team just said, we've been down more. We've come back. just keep fighting, keep battling, believe in yourself. And, when we had that great third quarter, we got right back in it. And one of the things, our whole team, like the whole bench, was so excited, screaming, cheering, running out on the floor to, bring everybody in. Played with tremendous energy. Now, like in the beginning, I don't think we played the defense that we needed to or wanted to. But I thought we played much better defense in the third quarter. And I think that really contributed to, and people knocked down some shots. They just said, heck, we don't want to go home. And more than anything, I think this is a group of people that really love playing with each other. And, it's a long season. And when, you can always try to find a time to like take a play off, and people really stayed focused the whole game as much as they could.
Tara, what was the strategy in the final 2.3 seconds? I mean, obviously you got a big block, but what was? I mean, just everybody take her opposite player. I mean, what was the strategy?
Well, I think first of all Kate Pay scouts the team, and she did a great job. She knew what they were running, and we went over it with the team. But we wanted Kale. We wanted a big presence on the ball so that they just couldn't lob in. We thought they were going to go for a lob with, we knew it was going to go to 24, or we thought it was anyway. And we had a big presence on the ball. We were switching all screens, getting out, but and contesting each shot, and then. I think just people really, they focused as much as you could and understood it just came down to this one play. And if you want it, you got to make this one play. So we had no more fouls to give. We had another timeout in case they scored. So if they had scored, we were taking a timeout and advancing it. But obviously they didn't, so we didn't have to go there.
Now, Ogun Bowale only had 4 points in the second half,
Right.
So was it strictly McPhee, or what was going on?
She worked really hard on her. She told me in the locker room, she goes, I want to guard her in the second half. And because I was just, I'm like, well, do we need to change up on her? She goes, no, I think I understand what she's doing. And Britt had a big game on both sides of the floor. I mean, both ends of the floor, playing great defense and also knocking down her shots. I think that, in the beginning, sometimes it takes us a while to figure out what combinations look good. And, Marta made some big plays, made some great passes, and Carly shot, Britt shot, Alana had a shot. And then we're off to the races.
In the first half, when things weren't going very well, Notre Dame was in a zone a lot of the time. Then they were in. I couldn't tell where
they were triangling too.
They did a
They were box and one or diamond and one on Carly, and then when Carly came out, they were zone mostly. And then when Carly and Britt started going, then they put two people on them. And I think Notre Dame is a fantastic offensive team, but we knew we had to work really hard on our defense, and I was not pleased with our defense, and I was kind of on people about it. The first shot of the game, I'm like, Bree, where are you? You're a defender, and so I was kind of, but I was, I didn't want Carly getting another foul either. So I just said, second half, you got to let it go and be real aggressive. So I thought we got more aggressive. Atlanta had a big steal, and we got that 3 in transition that Britt hit. When we got to 6, I think when you're down sometimes a lot, and then you're only down like 6, it looks like nothing. And then you're up, you're like, whoa. And we just had tremendous energy in that second half. I think also, Tom, playing in the Pac-12 with the teams that we played, playing in Washington with that, I told our team at halftime too, I said, well, she's, Gumawali had 21. I said, well, she's on track. She'll only have 42, not 44 like Kelsey Plum did. So keep playing hard.
Coach, with all the comebacks this team has made, obviously this one means the most, but what about this did you kind of see in their resolve that maybe was different from some of the other ones, maybe just one you had 2 days ago?
Well, this is a long, we've been on the road for 11 days. We had, mixed success here, but we just we kept, keeping things really positive and talking to each other. And we joke about omens, that, we wore black last time we played Notre Dame. This was a hotel that Washington was in. Just little things, just kind of to say, well, there's another good omen. And, just I think the fact again that this team, no one cares who gets the credit. They just want to win. And everyone's excited for everyone else. And they're a very close team. And I think that sometimes when you get a 1-point win, it's just that one rebound. It's just that one free throw. It's just that one stop when you need it. And they just were able to, I think, stay very focused and really want it for each other.
Any other questions for the head coach?
All right, thank you very much.
Congratulations, Coach. I'm sorry? Okay. And the Stanford locker room will be open for a few more minutes.